I don't know if it's still being taught right now, but as children, we used to learn something called the 5 magic words: sorry, please, excuse me, thank you, and you're welcome. I want you to remember this. Teach your children to say, I am sorry, to take responsibility for their actions. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs 19:19, a man of great anger must pay the penalty. If you rescue him, you will have to do it over and over again. There is a mistake that some parents make, which is to cover up for the consequences of their children. I am not saying don't help your children, but I am telling you that if you always save them from the consequences, you will have to do it over and over again until the day it destroys them and it destroys you. Teach your children to take responsibility for their actions. Teach them to say, I am sorry. Teach them to know that this is right and this is wrong. This will hurt somebody and this will make the person happy. They shouldn't just get away with everything. It's not everything that you should let children get away with. Let them know that this action has consequences. You want to date at this age, these are the consequences. Let's stop shying away from responsibility simply because we want happy children, or we want to show our children that we love them so much and we are protecting them. You can't shield them from everything. You will try to help them to make sure that, they pass everything in primary school, secondary school, university. You will even be contacting the lecturers to make sure they are being well taken care of. In their workplace, you will have to start contacting their boss to ensure that they are being treated well. You are going to develop a child that cannot stand the things of the world. You need to allow your children to take responsibility for their actions. If they don't clean up their rooms, this should be the consequences. If they don't do this, there should be consequences for it. Is it everything? No. And sometimes some consequences are not disastrous, but sometimes some are. It is better for you to let them know there are consequences early in life and allow them to take responsibility than for it to get to a point where you can no longer cover up for it. So you might have been covering up for your child as they stole, you defend them and say, my child will never do this. In your heart, you know your child did such a thing, but you say, my child will never do this because you love that child so much. If you get to a point where you can no longer cover it up, I hope it never gets there, but teach your child to take responsibility. Remember, you are God's design.